All right, so we got my buddy Will's DRZ. He had a earlier model, maybe like a '02 or '03. Ended up selling that one. Picked this one up for about $1,000, so doesn't have much money in it. But it came to me with two problems. To start, the carburetor was leaking. Wasn't quite sure where, so rebuilt that at his house. New seal kit, everything. Put the old jets back in because it has been rejetted. He went for a ride. We thought the leak was fixed. Turns out it wasn't. But also on that ride, he got stranded. So the battery went flat on him. Brand new battery that he put in, so that means there was something up with the charging system. So some time went by. He got a little busy, couldn't fix it, so I grabbed it. And I've been troubleshooting the charging system for a while now, but it's been giving me some problems. So first I thought it was the regulator rectifier, so we put a spare that he had on there to test that. Still wasn't charging. I've checked all the connections between the battery and the regulator rectifier. Everything tested good, no breaks in the line. So I can show you what I did for that. And then I was checking the voltage at the stator disconnected from the regulator rectifier, and I was getting 35 volts all the way up to 60 or 70 when you rev it, 3 to 5,000 RPM. So the stator I thought was good. But then I started testing the connection, plugged in, and I was only getting 10 volts. So regulator rectifier was outputting about 1 volt. So I think I'm down to this connection or something going on with the stator. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be putting in a new stator and seeing if that fixes the issue. So if you want to check if there's a break in any of these lines, so your positive cable going to the battery, negative cable, what you want to do is set your voltmeter to ohms, which is this symbol right here. And then, you put your two leads at the start of the connection you want to test and the end point of that connection you want to test. So if we were to go over here and say we wanted to test on the regulator rectifier, this negative cable all the way to the negative terminal on the battery, you could find a spot to do that. So unplug this connector, get your pin at the start of the connection, and get, let's do it back here, just to make sure this is good. So one there, and then one here. And so that's reading 0.0 resistance, so that means it's good. You've got a full connection. If it reads open lead, that means you've got a break in the wire. So that's how you do that. So I've already gone through, I've tested pretty much from the battery all the way back to the regulator rectifier, and as far as into the stator that you can go. Now there's other videos out there. You can say, okay, how do you check that your regulator rectifier is good? How do you check that your stator is good? I'm not going to go through that. There's better videos that you can look up for that kind of thing. So today we'll just put the new stator on. I think it ended up being an issue in this connection here. But like I said, this one's been kicking my butt. So at this point, I'm just kind of throwing the parts can at it to see if that resolves the issue. have all this workspace and I just fill it with junk. Like, I know I'm actively working on this, but man, I just need to do a better job of cleaning up. Let's just go drum and bass. Not that I'm really monetized or anything, but I'm gonna just plug this, and I disconnected the ring terminals. I'm just gonna plug this battery in. So I didn't record it, but last night I went through and I just ground all the ground all the ground connections. I put a fresh surface on all the connections, and just in case it was a bad ground. It was starting and the starter was working and everything, so I don't think that was it. And disconnect. And I just really hate how Phillips cam out like that. I know that's supposed to like limit torque, but I guess I could use a hex head, huh? Like, I don't know the size, probably like a 1/4 inch. But then I gotta get out the standard sockets. I want to use 10mm all the time. Okay. Let's get this on the charger while we work and hopefully come back to a full battery when we're done. Fuel hose now, which I didn't do a great job putting that on, so we'll fix that. Let's clean up some first. I'm gonna need that. Use these. Okay, so this is going to be the donor rec. We do need to put a 20 amp fuse in. That's what's on the battery now. And yeah, I could probably just use this and it would work, but I don't want to leave somebody with the risk of like melting a wire and then the whole bike burns to the ground. So we're going to do it the right way. I mean, I guess the right way would be to replace all the factory wiring and harnesses, but everybody does this free power mod anyway. So we're just going to do it, get rid of the excess length. You get 1/2 volt back either way, plus the bike will be charging again, so that's what we're gonna do. Here's where I spliced in, and I kind of did it last night like I was gonna leave it, and then I just couldn't make myself, since it worked, I was just like, I gotta go back, add a fuse, do it the right way. You know, try to leave bikes better than you found them, not just get it running and get it sold. I like to have bikes on the road. Oh, I hate cutting factory wiring harnesses, but gotta be done. Someone's gonna hate how I did that. I kind of hate how I did that. Man, all that talk about doing it the right way, and that looks like shit. God, it's so close. I wonder if we can get away with it. I think we can. Maybe not for the ground, but for the positive, I think we can. Hell yeah. Alright, clean this shit up, get it off the lift. Bike's fixed.